Highlights of a big night at Wembley now on BBC One as Desmond Lynham introduces Sportsnight.
Good evening and welcome to the very last time to Sports Night, where we're going to be bringing you England. And it's international football that Sports Night has made its name over the years. It'll be the very last time that international football is on Sports Night, but it's no less important today because England know they can really take control of their group and their roads to France 98. The pressure was on for England. They knew after beating Italy they needed to carry that momentum over. Georgia awaited them. With commentator for this one is Trevor Davis.
England know tonight that perhaps there is an air of evenings in that in Euro 96. England know that a win here tonight and they might have one foot in the door of next summer's World Cup. Will be delighted tonight with the return of England's spine. David Seaman and Tony Adams start this evening. Paul Ince is joined in midfield by Rob Lee and David Batty, and England's Euro 96 strike partnerships reunited. Shearer and Sheringham lead the front line. Georgia tonight, some players which we will know. Number 7, Tamori Ketspire, due to join Newcastle United, and Georgie Kingladze, a regular of that at Main Roads. Georgie Kingladze. Good work from Lee, just leaning in and then winning possession back. Beckham. Slowly becoming the poster boy of English football. This is Lasso. Ince. Oh, it's set up. Shearer! Who scores? In other words, water is wet. Alan Shearer scores again for England. It broke with half a yard of space. There was Ince and there was Shearer. And in the sort of form Alan Shearer's in, he will always find the net. While it might not be quite the case for Newcastle, for England, Shearer's goals usually prove priceless. And England are off to the perfect start. Ince is the player to read it. Beckham. Shearer. Beckham crossfield to Lasso. Lee. Oh, Ince. Lee again. Sheringham again. Flashes wide of Zoidze's left-hand post. England will know 1-0 is a dangerous score to have tonight. They'd like it to be sewed up early and enjoy their evening. That was a whisker away. On to Shoto Labate. Tony Adams to clear it away. Oh, he hasn't cleared that away, and this is a chance! And Shota Araladze had the chance. It was a lovely ball, it has to be said, played back in. And really, you expected the back of the neck to bulge. Goodness me, England have had a massive let-off there. It should be 1-1. This commentator believes so. Campbell again. Adams. Beckham. Lovely, looking for Shearer. He will get there. It's Shearer. It'll be a corner. Look to try and cross it to Sheringham. What a ball that was by Adams to Beckham. Great control. Lovely long pass. Indian Kakadze just missed it, the defender, but in the end it was blocked. A really important one, mind you. England have dealt with Georgia tonight rather than thrive on the situation. Has to be said. Kakadze. Schulte Arveladze to shoot and turn and score! Reward for being adventurous is an equaliser. Georgia are level. And when one thought he should have scored earlier on, Schulte Arveladze has come up with the goods. Frustration on David Seaman's face. Maybe words of encouragement, but England have been sitting back. Georgia have been coming forward. The goal was on the cards. And it was deserved. When you have a look at this, Adams is headed down, but nobody in a white shirt able from midfield to deal with it. Kakadze had the room, and Schulte Arveladze has threatened to turn any defender he's had his back to goal with all day. It's been the game plan. It's worked. Georgia are level. England have got it all to do once again. Graham Lasso. Sheringham. So again. Trying to go forwards. Here's Ketspire. Arveladze. Nice ball. Kakadze! Let off for England. Kakadze found his moment, went on the left foot, went for power than Ryan to try and curl it in, perhaps with the side of his foot, and that is to his undoing and England's internal luck. That's a real let-off. At some point England have got to make these corners count. Diving in it was Lasso. Better corner by England. Batty looking for Beckham, finding him. Beckham's ball across. And there was Sheringham. And Zoitzi watches it fly over the bar. And it has been that sort of night for England. Beckham, really good cross, and Sheringham, a whisker away from being able to keep that down. Unlucky Teddy Sheringham. Kakadze. Arveladze again. Kakadze. This is Namadadze. Was caught there by David Batty. And the referee books him. I'm not sure there can be too many complaints. It was a late challenge and there was a certain amount of aggression to it. So Kakadze and Ketspire. One is English football. That's the man that's going to stay a part of English football. This is Schulte Arveladze. Kakadze leads across. Sheringham tries to dive in. England are in trouble. Schulte Arveladze is denied by David Seaman. Really important save. Another moment where England's midfield really haven't got it together, and that effort there, oof. Seaman, it was right at him, and he had to make the save. Now England need Ince to get his shooting boots on, really capable of going for it from distance. Nearly beat Andreas Kupka in Euro 96 from a volley. This is Beckham, who watched Euro 96. Don't think he'll watch the World Cup, mind you. This is Ince. Referee plays the advantage. This is Shearer! That is an important save by Zoiti. The referee had played advantage. And in this situation, that was what it was for. Kinkladze caught Batty. Shearer turned and swung. Really good save from Zoiti. Beckham's crossing has been impeccable tonight. He's causing the Georgian central defenders problems, but they are dealing with it. Worth pointing it out. Beckham again. Punched away by the goalkeeper. Batty. Rob Lee. Sheringham. Batty. Lee. Ince. Shearer. Batty. England just trying to make an opportunity. Beckham. Still Beckham. It's Ince. It's there! It's late in the day! But arriving for England when they need it most was Paul Ince. England, who was racking up the pressure. Eventually, the Georgian defence could withstand it no more. And Paul Ince has pounced and powered this home. England's midfield really has moved forward, taken the game to the opposition. There was Ince to find the room. Another assist for David Beckham in this qualifying campaign. A first goal for Paul Ince in this campaign. A priceless one for England in this campaign. Shalia deals with it. He's had a fine game at centre-half tonight. Shot over Ladze. Campbell for England. Lasso. Sheringham. Lee. Done well tonight, Rob Lee. Lee again. Oh, he went for goal! And Zoiti parries it away. And it is cleared away. Would it open up for Rob Lee, who just seemed to hesitate, but when he did, has fired it home. And Glenn Huddle has said for Teddy Sheringham, that's your evening. And this Ferdinand will partner Shearer. It'll be that Newcastle connection to finish the match. And then trying to keep possession and right at the end of the game. There goes Graham Lasso knocking it forward. Final minutes of time added on, one believes. Head Spire. Kinkladze. Oh, it's a wonderful ball. Kakadze's in space on the edge of the area. Nemanadze. Sholtaradadze. And so often that happens. England just weren't switched on enough. A second goal for Sholta Araladze. Georgia are level. And a spanner has certainly been thrown in the works of England's qualifying campaign. They're about to drop points at home for the first time. And when this pass came over, England's defences were all over the place. Questioned by Gary Neville at David Beckham, and you can see why. When the overload took place, Beckham had lost his man. And then Araladze just had to turn, and from that distance, well, he's fantastic, isn't he? Really has excelled, and Georgia are going to come away with a famous point at Wembley. Oh, it's a night in which Georgia will certainly be the happier of the two. A wonderful late result for them to salvage a draw. For England, it'll be frustrating the fact that they had their moments, but they played well in starts rather than for the entirety of the game. And that's reflected in the full-time result. Georgia could be very pleased. A really good effort by them. A deserved point, one has to say, being a full neutral on the balance of play. England will be disappointed, but they must learn from this. Tougher times await to Poland, Moldova and Italy to come. It's not the end of the world. It's certainly not over. Let's just make things a bit more interesting. Full time. It is England 2, Georgia 2. Well, Trevor and Trevor are alongside me this evening, and chaps, I've got to talk to you. It's a bitterly disappointing night for England, but
lessons learned, perhaps? I think so. Look, they've beaten Italy. Let's not beat around the bush. That gives them a real chance of getting to France and giving them the upper hand when the two play in October. But I think a bit of a wake-up call for England. They haven't played as well as they should have, and deservedly Georgia got the draw. I thought the Georgians today had a little more zip and pace and technically were better than England, and it was frustrating to watch, knowing that England perhaps could have put their foot on the gas a bit more, but they didn't, and that was really frustrating. Well, we talked perhaps when England let Georgia off. What did Georgia do well today? I think their big man up front with their little Manchester City midfield alongside him, that caused them England all sorts of problems today. In England's formation, well, the wing-back system, sometimes what you need is one central defensive player, perhaps to sit there and sacrifice themselves for a man-marking job when you can see those issues. Defensively, that wasn't picked up, and this is where you need players to step up and say, I'm going to fix this situation. He's causing us problems. I will make sure he has no room. And you could do that with a central defensive player. You could do it with a central midfield player. And alright, so you're going to have one less in attack, but so are they. They nullify one another. Something like that, over Kinkladze might have given England out today, but they didn't pick up on it. Georgia keep playing to their strength, and congratulations to them. When I turn to the table, England is still very much in control as things stand at the moment. England have got to go away to Poland. That will be at the end of May, after the cup final, and the domestic season has concluded, so to speak. But the main thing which stands clear at the moment from where England's point is, though, that they thought they'd got themselves back into the game. They hadn't, and just disappointment, I suppose. Yeah, it is, but I don't think it'll be the end of the road. I can see England potentially coming back and doing something again in the future. Well, there we go. That is the conclusion at the moment of what we have just seen. England, sadly, it wasn't to be. 2-2, bit disappointing, but it's not like it was a Tomaszewski sort of night. They're still in the World Cup. From all of us, bye-bye.